Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing,
I hope you guys know that I'm gonna be comfortable, because I don't care.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... hello, guys!
Hi.
Welcome back to...
Familia Casado's YouTube page.
So I know we've been gone for quite some time, right? But we're gonna try and get our act together and start recording some content for you guys. Yes. So this video is a Q&A because when I looked at our YouTube channel, I was like, oh my gosh, honey, we've never really introduced ourselves.
Right.
Kind of weird. We just like started going. We just went. We just started vlogging. We went for it. Maybe it's because we assumed that everybody that would subscribe would be like friends of ours, but there are a lot of people actually that are not our like close friends, because people have told me, like when I see them, like, oh, we follow you guys or we love your videos,
The
and I'm
world
like, you
shall follow us. The world.
Yes, honey. So yeah, so it's 2020, get your act together, right? So we wanted to do a Q&A, answering just a few questions because we don't want the video to be too long, but just answering a few questions. We posted this on our IG to see what you guys wanted us to answer. So we have a few questions from IG. So Jackie wanted to know, what is one strength you guys admire about each other? So my thing that I admire about my lovely husband is that it's so funny actually, because before we started dating, I used to call him, or I put him on my phone like years ago when we were friends, when he got friend zoned, but we'll talk about that later. So years ago when we were just friends, I actually had what are you laughing at? It's the truth.
That's funny. I didn't think you were gonna bring that up. Okay.
It's the truth. So years ago when we were just friends, I actually used to put him Joseph the Dreamer. I used to put him on my phone. You know, so Joseph in the Bible, and I always used to put the Dreamer.
It should have been Joseph the brother, because me tenía harto with that brother nonsense. Hey brother, how are you, brother? So what's going on, brother? Hey, so everything's okay, brother?
We'll talk about
how was
that
your day,
later,
brother?
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Oh my gosh, you so clearly, guys, it was a shot to his ego, poor thing. So yeah, so anyways, so I always used to refer to him as Joseph the Dreamer, which is pretty funny because actually one thing that I admire about him is that he is a dreamer, okay? He is not scared to dream big and to dream and to think and create these visions for us and for himself and to go for them. You know, he's not a type of person that is scared. He's always like, hey, we try it out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, it works.
Right.
What about you, honey? What is one thing you admire?
I just gotta say, you know, and then, you know, she used to be this tough cookie, but then this man had to come through, calm her down a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, man, listen, this is one thing, this oversees like all the strength, but, and this is the number one thing. This is just the most amazing thing, and this is what made me want to marry her, you know, because before we got married, she showed me what's up. You know, so there's one teacher, and I always say it like this to anyone who asks me. There was one teacher was so smart, and I used to ask him, like, sir, what don't you know? Like, what in the world don't you know? This girl right here is the second person that I have asked that to, because like everything that like just goes on in our lives, or even before we got married, I mean, she used to just like come through and just handle it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that, you know, that I used to look at like, dang, how am I gonna get by this? How am I gonna do this? Man, this girl right here, it's like a Google. She just figured it out, bro. She had the answers for you, bro. Trust me. So that's like the biggest thing, and that's what attracted me to, you know, this lovely lady, and I had to marry her because of that. Because you find a woman, that's like the biggest thing for me. That, you know, that's the biggest strength right there, and I love it.
So next question.
My boy Nelson So my man said, "How did you guys meet for the first time?" Can I say this one? You know,
You're gonna lie. You're gonna lie. So I think I should go first
How am I
and
gonna
say
lie?
the truth,
Nah.
and then you can lie
I'm not gonna
and
lie,
say
bro.
whatever it
I'm
is
not
that you
gonna
want
lie.
to say.
Ain't no lie.
I'm gonna go first because
Why?
he's gonna fabricate the whole story.
I'm really not.
I'm just gonna go first. So we met on. Why are you laughing?
I'm not gonna fabricate it, but okay, go ahead.
You are, but so we met on drum roll, please. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Instagram.
Finally, the symbols came in. Instagram? Really? It wasn't Instagram. You see, that's where she's wrong.
It was Instagram.
It was Facebook, my
No,
love.
it wasn't.
Babe, I promise. That's how I
was
found you through the
Instagram.
mutual friends, baby. Remember I told you that? On Facebook. Oh, man, the baby's crying, guys. I'll be back while she continues.
We got baby problems. We'll be back because we got baby problems. And we are back. Just had to do some minor parenting things, you know? Anyways, so we were answering the question about how we met. So we were debating about if it was Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Anyways,
Yes,
I
it was
recall,
Facebook.
okay, he sent me the request on Facebook or whatever, but most of our communications were done via Instagram. So on Instagram, all right, he went on to creep my hair, boy, make it all flat. So he went on Instagram and then he stalked me and then he requested me and then he liked all of my pictures.
Because I send her a friend request, that's considered stalking? What?
No, I'm not. No, that's not stalking. But you liking all my pictures is stalking.
What? No, it's not. Because you liked all my
So he used to slide into my DM and he used to send me good morning messages all the time to check up on me. He used to say, hi, how are you?
She's
Blah, blah,
hot.
blah.
What do you expect?
Pretty much that's how everything started. Through Instagram we started talking, and then we exchanged numbers because it was getting really annoying having to go back and forth on Instagram. So we just exchanged numbers and then he would text me like all the time, every day, all day, every day. So at first we were texting a lot and then we transitioned to calling each other and we used to stay up until like 7 in the morning talking about just shenanigans, really.
But I'm the stalker and then she used to just stay on the phone with me till 6, 7 in the morning.
Okay, so you were I was intrigued by you. So I thought you were cool. I thought you were a cool friend. So
that explains the brother.
yeah, so then I used to call him brother all the time and that used to annoy him because he was trying to get out of the friend zone and I just kept calling him brother, and every time it would just be like a little dagger in his heart every time I would say brother, because I would be like, brother, yes, brother, God bless you, brother.
Like, no, bro, I want you.
So eventually I saw that he was really feeling your girl. Okay, I wasn't really feeling it that much anymore. So not that I wasn't feeling him. I was just in a place in life where, you know, I just wasn't open to dating. And
you're getting it all twisted, bro.
How am I getting it all twisted? I didn't turn you down?
You were talking to somebody. No, not talking. No, sorry. You liked somebody.
Yeah. Like okay. Well, if you're gonna put my dirt out there like that, I wasn't gonna say that. But
you friend zoned me because of that.
I friend zoned him because I was feeling somebody else that wasn't feeling me. And then pretty much I was like, if I get taken right now, that's gonna minimize my chances, and we can't have that. Look at his face. The face of defeat. And so yeah, so pretty much I told him, like, listen, I think you're a great friend, I just want to stay as friends, and you know, I don't see this going any further. Moving forward, I told him no thank you, and
I kept still moving.
He did keep it moving. Yeah. Fast forward a few years and he went completely MIA. Like he dropped off the face of the planet.
Because I just keeps it moving.
Hey, we would talk like as friends, like every now and then, not very often, but like every so couple months or whatever. Like, you know, either I would send him a message like, oh hey, how are you doing? Or he would send me a message like, hey, how are you doing? Type of thing. And that's when he went through his little bad boy stage. where he didn't want to go to church for a month. And I remember he doesn't remember this, but I remember it, where he used to text me that he wasn't in church anymore. Like when we would text, he would be like, I would be like, oh, well, like, when are you going to church? Or are you in church right now?
No,
He's like, oh no, you do remember? Yeah. He used to be like, oh no, I'm not going to church right now. Remember you were visiting some other church? He told me like, oh, I'm visiting some other church right now, but like that he was not really in the scene anymore. And I used to encourage him to go to church and to get his stuff together, all right, as a good friend that I was. And so whatever, that passed, a couple years passed by, and then you know, whatever, he hadn't texted me in a little bit. So your girl was like, what's going on? You were all over me and now you don't even care? Like, what? So I sent him a message just checking up on a brother. I was like, hey, how you doing? We okay? So yeah, so I sent him a message, just a simple message, just, you know, like, hey, how are you? How are things going? And of course, when he saw that message come through, he saw the glory.
Well, I'm not gonna front.
He saw the angels.
My heart was skipping beat because that's the girl that I wanted to be hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? So didn't matter how long we stopped talking for. Like,
as soon as he saw that, he was like, hold it. Tell them. What did that message do to you?
Oh no, I got mad excited, bro. Like, mad excited. Just grabbed that phone, you know. When I saw that message, this was my hand. I tried to catch the phone, like, oh crap, oh, it hurt.
He was creeping on my page to make sure that I had broken up with my boyfriend that I had at the time. He went to go check my Instagram.
Mind you, I used to be on the phone with her, like, yo, nah, sis, what you mean? You guys gotta make it work, man. Like, you know, you never know. It's just God. You guys look, you know, you guys look okay together. And
I used to ask him
deep
for
down
advice.
inside, while I'm saying that to her, I'm like, yo, break up with this dude. Like,
so guys, we used to be cool. Like, we used to be friends. Like, I used to come to him for advice with my boyfriend, not knowing that on the inside he was like, yo,
boyfriend.
My boyfriend at the time. My boyfriend at the time.
Get right.
Not knowing that he was all like deep down inside, he was like, man, leave him and come with me.
Literally, I'm not gonna lie. That was true.
Why you always lying? All right, so that happened. He made his shot. He went in for the kill. We were praying about it for a few months, and we were 5 months in, I believe. Yeah, we were 5 months in, and then we decided to finally meet. Yeah. So this is where we answer your question, Janessa. When did we finally meet? So if you guys don't know us, all right, I am from Massachusetts. He is from New York. So yeah, so he lived in New York. I lived in Massachusetts. So it took us 5 months for us to actually see each other in person. So we low-key could have been getting catfished and we wouldn't have even known. So just kidding. I made sure. So we have mutual friends. So we both knew that both of us were actual real people and actually existed. My amazing friends, shout out to pastors Brandon Whitfield, the Whitfields and Cornita Whitfield. So they actually were getting married and they were having their bridal shower, and they live in Connecticut, which is only like deep Connecticut, so it's only an hour away from where Joe lived. So I said I was gonna go to the bridal shower anyways, so I was like, this is a great opportunity for me to meet him because he's only an hour away. It just made sense. However, I was like so scared to like meet him in person because I was like, oh my gosh, you know how some people look better online, or it's not what you were thinking, it's not what you were expecting when you actually meet them in person, which you can also say that that was a worry for you too. You know, it's kind of weird because you've been talking to this person for 5 months, but you've never met them in person. So what I ended up doing was I actually asked my friend to come with me. Shout out to Chrissy, who came through for a sister. So Chrissy. I was like, I dialed up my friend real quick and I was like, listen, are you down to go to New York with me?
Heck yeah, she's from New York.
Our first pit stop was Connecticut, so we rented a hotel. First night that I got to Connecticut, we didn't meet. We were planning to meet on that Saturday. So that night, right, when we went back to the hotel room, I went back with Chrissy, and that night I prayed, and I was like, listen, what does that mean though? Listen, God, if I'm about to meet this man, all right, I need to know that this is it, because I'm not gonna be wasting my time driving to New York for no reason. I need you to tell me tonight if this is what you say it is, God. If this is what you have for me, then you need to confirm that tonight, because if not, you let me know right now. Yo. And with the quickness, I'm about to drive back home. Like, I am not about to waste my time. Bro, yes, I was done wasting my time. I was like, we ain't doing this again, God. This is either gonna be from you or it's not. And guys, I'm so serious. I was so like ready to pack my bag. If God said no, pack my bags and go back to Massachusetts and be like, listen, this just ain't gonna work. But because God is good, because he is good, all right, so he actually gave me a dream that night, which we'll talk about in another video if you guys want, but he pretty much confirmed everything in that dream. And yeah, it was just like clear as day. So when I woke up, I was like ready to meet this man. So I'm like, all right, daddy, let's make this work. And by daddy, not you, I mean like God. Don't be getting all excited. We are getting near his house. He wasn't at his house. He was already walking like out in the street. Yeah. And when I was turning the corner, like I saw him and he saw me, like he had his shades on, looking so cute. I was like, okay, daddy, you better bless me with that. Okay. So I was in the car with Chrissy and I was totally having like a meltdown in the car. I was like, oh my gosh, Chrissy, that's him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, thank God that he's so handsome. Just like, you know, just like IG. Thank God. When I saw him in person. And this is all like from afar, like as I'm driving. I started getting nervous because I knew he was judging my driving skills. So I just took a left and just kept driving.
She went so far to come back, the way down. Yo, bro, that was crazy, bro.
And then I finally did a U-turn and came back for him. It was hilarious. So that definitely broke the ice because he was just making fun of me and like cracking jokes, and it was amazing. So what was your first impression of me? That was one of the questions. What was your first impression? Man,
you kidding me?
When you saw Olarias.
Well, when I saw her driving in the car, I was like, wow, like. That was crazy because, like, I seen her pass by and we look at each other and I'm like, yo, dang, that looks like her. Like, is that her? And it was her, bro. And I was like, dang. I was excited, man. That really, like, got me all hyped up and jumping around.
We went to this restaurant, this really amazing restaurant that you could see like the view.
Blend on the water, guys.
Yes, you can see the water view.
Long Island City, New York, Queens, baby. Let's go. Queens all day. Anyways.
If you've been to Blend on the Water, comment down below and let us know what you thought. So, yeah, we got the view of like the beautiful pier. Yeah. So I remember, right? So his eyes, he has beautiful eyes that I just love. And his eyes, when the sun hits them, they like sparkle and they twinkle. And they're like these hazily light brown deliciousness of eyes. And I just remember the light was shining just right in his eyes. And as I'm eating, he just looks at me and I look up and he gazes at me and we gaze at each other. And he's like, so do you see us in the future? Do you remember you said that?
Of
do you
course.
See? He was like, do you see us, you know, doing like, do you see us in the future? And right there, ladies, let me just tell you, I just looked into his eyes and I was gone. I was melted, gone. I was like, yes, I do. I see you everywhere in my future. Yeah, man, we had an awesome time. He took me around New York because it was my first time. It was my first time in New York. We went to like all of the touristy places. He took me to the pier as well, like next to Blend on the Water. And yeah, so that was our experience when we first met. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was great. It was an awesome first meetup, first date. So yeah, so that's that. So my first impression of him obviously was like, ooh, this papi chulo is on mine. He was so handsome with his shades, and those eyes get me every time, girls, those eyes. But that was pretty much how we met, and it just took off from there. We can do other videos talking about long distance relationships, how we made that work, how we traveled to see each other, what we did. If you're interested in us making a video about that, comment down below if you want to see a long distance relationship how-to video and how to make it work, and we could definitely do that for you guys. But so the next question that somebody had asked real quick was if we are planning to have our second child. So if you don't know, we have a 2-year-old daughter. Kathy, we are not planning on having children right now.
Not yet,
So yes, no, it's
I do want another one.
We do. We want
little
two.
Girl, I don't care.
Two,
I want a boy or a girl.
Two or even three.
Yeah.
Two, yeah. So we want 2 or 3 kids. So 2, if I end up having a boy in my next pregnancy, it'll probably be our last pregnancy, right? Yeah. If we have a girl, then we might shoot for 3rd to see if we get the boy. But if the boy don't come, then he don't come because this mama is not having more than 3. Unless the Lord,
let's see about that.
Unless the Lord tells me otherwise. She's only 2 right now, so we want to wait maybe next year.
Yeah.
We will plan to get pregnant, and even if we do get pregnant next year, it probably won't be until like the ending of next year. My plans is for 2021. To get pregnant 2021. That gives me this whole year to get my life together. No, if you want to see a part 2 and you have other questions for us, because I have a whole entire list of questions, but this video is about to be really long. And
you guys are patient enough to watch it.
Yeah, let us know if you want a part 2 where we can answer things like, who said I love you first? Or...
What? You pointed at me? I don't think I said
You said I love you first. Yes, you did. I remember.
All right, we'll get to that in the next video. Because
let us know for part 2.
Fun.
Yes, so we have a ton of other questions, but we will do a part 2 because this video is already long enough. Okay, we'll keep you guys wanting more. So if you want to see a part 2... why don't you go on, like this video, comment down below, share this video with your friends,
yes,
and let us know. Comment down below. Let us know. Please do a part 2.
Come on, guys. We're just trying to have fun with you guys.
That's okay too.
We really want to have fun with
this. We want to interact.
Make it interesting, guys.
And we will be posting for the part 2. Go make sure that you're following us on our Instagrams. Familia Casado, Graceloveandcurls. I'll put them down here below so that you can type in. So we put a questions box for this kind of Q&A. So for part 2, we will put up another box so that you guys can, if you have specific questions that you want us to answer, you can go ahead and plug them in and we will go ahead and answer them in our next video. But for now, if you have not yet subscribed to our video, babe, what should they do?
Subscribe to Familia Casado.
And you know what else you should do? You should hit that bell button. So that you can get notified every single time we post a new video. I love you, honey.
I love you too. God bless you guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun with this video. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Peace.
Bloody, 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 blah.
Bro.
How does that make any sense?
All I was gonna do.
The first time we met.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I play no games.
Not when it comes to this fine gem that you found.
We're gonna. Baby, here, look here.
I don't care. Let me live my life.
Interesting. I'm still, you know, way behind.
Gonna let me finish my sentence?
Right, go ahead.